It's August Ericson, and I read the book Fantastic Mr. Fox by Roald Dahl. The movie I also watched was also called Fantastic Mr. Fox and was directed by Wes Anderson. The book begins with three farmers: Bogus, a chicken farmer; Bunce, a duck and goose farmer; and Bean, a chicken and apple farmer. Then we are introduced to our Mr. Fox. Next, we meet Miss Fox and their children, and their friend Badger, and other animal friends. Mr. Fox's wife is very kind to Mr. Fox. Next, Mr. Fox's kids and the Badger go to the three farms to steal a lot of food so they won't be starving anymore. The farmers do not like Mr. Fox stealing from them, and they want him dead. During one of the raids, Mr. Fox gets his tail shot off by Mr. Bean. The farmers start digging with diggers and chasing Mr. Fox and the other animals. The animals all have to dig themselves away from the farmers. Mr. Fox and some of the other animals finally find a safe space for all the animals away from the nasty farmers. Mr. Fox and a few others set out to steal from the farmers to feed their starving families. Then they serve a big dinner at the dining hall where all the animal friends and Mr. Fox has a toast to celebrate their safety. Lastly, the three farmers continue to wait for Mr. Fox above ground. I like the movie better than the book because the book has more basic storyline, but the movie is very detailed and beautiful. The movie used stop motion animation to tell the story. The director Wes Anderson added a lot of character detail, including extra fun characters like Ash, Mr. and Mrs. Fox's son; Christopherson, Mr. Fox's nephew; and Agnes, their classmate and crush; and Kylie, the hypnotized opossum; and Mr. Fox's sidekick. All just to name a few. Some extra cool settings are the sewer system that they end up, and most importantly, the grocery store they live underneath. Anderson also added many extra story details, including stuff about Ash's school and his favorite sport called Hot Box. He also has a songwriter named Petey who sings epics about the three farmers and their quest to kill the fox. He also created a huge showdown towards the end between Mr. Fox, Ash, Christopherson, and Kylie, and the three farmers, which was super fun. The voice performances in the movie are also beautiful, wonderful. The scene in the book that I would that is not in the movie is when Mr. Fox and his friends get drunk in Bean's cider house. I would not add this to the movie because even though it's funny, it doesn't help the movie move forward. This is my book and movie comparison for Fantastic Mr. Fox. Thanks for listening.